On the 18th of September 2013, the Auditor-General tabled his audit report on performance reporting systems in education. The Auditor-General provides assurance to Parliament on the accountability and performance of the Victorian public sector. The Audit Act 1994 defines the powers and responsibilities of the Auditor-General and the Victorian Auditor-General's Office. Under this Act, the Auditor-General conducts and reports on both financial audits and performance audits. The Auditor-General's mandate covers over 500 entities, including government departments, hospitals, local government, water corporations, police, emergency services, universities, and superannuation schemes. This presentation is a summary of the report, Performance Reporting Systems in Education. To read the full report, please go to our website www.audit.vic.gov.au. Effective performance reporting is central to well-run organisations. For governments, performance reporting is also an important part of being accountable for the expenditure of public money. The Financial Management Act 1994 sets out compulsory reporting requirements for government departments and public bodies, including producing an annual report with the statement of finances and a report of operations. The government's budget paper number 3 also contains results of departments' performance against specified outcomes. The Department of Education and Early Childhood Development's responsibilities cover the education and development of Victorians from birth to adulthood. It has an annual budget of $11.5 billion and is responsible for the delivery of early childhood development services, school education and higher education and skills training. In many cases, the department relies on third parties to provide these services, making effective performance information even more important for appropriate oversight. The objective of this audit was to assess the effectiveness of the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development's information management systems, processes and controls. Specifically, we looked at whether its information management practices are informed by an overarching information management strategy which aligns with the Department of Treasury and Finance's information management principles, and whether they are fully reflective of the requirements of the Department of Treasury and Finance's data integrity guidelines. We focused on 6 of the department's information systems. Together, these systems provide more than half of the measures that the department reports on annually through budget paper number 3. We assess the adequacy of the processes and controls that are applied to these systems. To do this, we tested their alignment with the Department of Treasury and Finance's whole of government information management principles and data integrity guidelines. The audit concluded that the department does not have a consistent approach to managing information. As a result, there are instances of good practice in the way some systems are managed, but room for improvement in others. We found that 4 of the 6 systems we examined are fundamentally sound and managed in accordance with better practice principles. However, 2 have notable gaps that raise doubts about the reliability of the information they contain. The audit found that the department has not had a functional information strategy in place for several years. An organisation-wide information strategy aligned to better practice principles is important for government agencies. It helps achieve a consistency and quality of information that is necessary for effective administration and to meet public expectations of accountability. The department's lack of an information strategy has potentially led to the information-related issues we have found in various audits over the past few years. We reviewed the results of 9 previous audits of the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development conducted between 2011 and 2013. These audits show a recurrence of information management-related issues, specifically concerns about data quality, poor linking of information between the early childhood and school sectors, and underutilisation of information resources. These issues compromise the reliability of the department's information and limit how they can use it. It impairs how the department can appropriately target policy initiatives, monitor the effectiveness of policies and strategies, and demonstrate the outcomes of government investment. The recurrence of these issues highlights the consequences of not having an information strategy and shows how it affects the department's ability to fulfil its responsibilities. The department's ability to make the most of its information resources is also constrained because it does not properly link information between the different sectors. The department is responsible for delivering services immediately following birth and onwards throughout people's lives. However, it does not adequately link information from early childhood to school and onwards through post-compulsory education. A unique student number that can follow individuals through these stages will provide invaluable information about the impact of the department's services. The Victorian student number provides some capacity to do this. Currently, it covers students from the start of school until the age of 24. However, it does not link with early childhood services or education beyond the cutoff of 24 years. Important opportunities to understand the impact of the department's activities and their interrelated nature are therefore being lost. We see potential for the department to expand the Victorian student number to fulfil this purpose. The systems we chose to review cover all the department sectors and together contribute over half the performance measures it reports against in budget paper number 3. Drawing from the Department of Treasury and Finance's guides, we assess the processes and controls the department applies to these systems. We found that 4 of the 6 systems had fundamentally sound processes and control. The Centaur and On-Track systems were found to have the highest standards of data integrity, meaning there is strong assurance that the information they contribute to the department's public reporting is consistently robust. The Skills Victorian training system and Cases 21 systems were found to have accurate and reliable publicly reported information with some minor weaknesses. These weaknesses do not, however, impair the reliability of the publicly reported information they contribute to. There are 2 systems with notable weaknesses: the maternal and child health system and the census of computers in schools. We found that data from the maternal and child health system is compromised by high levels of manual handling, inconsistencies in data definitions, and minimal verification. Similarly, weaknesses in data verification and inconsistent definitions compromise the reliability of information from the census of computers in schools system. These weaknesses raise doubts about the reliability of the data these systems contribute to the department's performance reporting. We were encouraged to find that the department has recently been working to improve its information management practices through a number of initiatives, specifically an information strategy, an ICT strategy, and activity to better link separate information systems. Work on the information strategy is well progressed and nearing completion. A review of the draft strategy showed that it includes principles that align with the Department of Treasury and Finance's better practice principles. Similarly, while the department has developed a new ICT strategy that aligns with the information strategy, it is also not supported by an implementation plan. It is critical that the department follows through on implementing these plans. On a positive note, the department has also progressed work to improve the analytical capability of an existing data warehouse. This warehouse brings different data sets from across the department together to form a stronger evidence base for decision making. Enhancing the analysis and use of this information is a step forward for the department. The audit made 2 recommendations, both of which the department accepted. All our reports are available on our website. If you have any questions about this or other reports, or if you have anything else you would like to discuss with us, including ideas for future audit topics, please call us on 03 8601 7000 or contact us via our website.